эфире. Добрый вечер, дамы и господа и уважаемые дети. У нас в гостях Монти, наш гость, который основал MySQL, использует более 100 миллионов, как это сказать, не members, даже использователей. И, в общем, когда мы трогаем интернет или работаем на интернете, 80%, конечно же, на MySQL. Правильно я говорю?
В гостях Майкл Ведениус, создатель MySQL и системы MariaDB, что можно назвать как бесплатной альтернативой MySQL, которым сейчас владеет Oracle.
Ну, прямо скажем, что он не владеет всей этой информацией, полностью Oracle не владеет. It's not owned by Oracle, right? Everything.
No, so Oracle owns the MySQL source code with its GPL, so it's still free, and they own the MySQL trademark.
Okay.
So that's why we had to change name from MySQL to MariaDB, because we didn't want and couldn't use the Oracle trademark.
All right, so you open another open source.
Yeah, so we cloned what they have done, actually did a branch, which means that we are developing MariaDB, but once a month we take all the changes that Oracle has done and add that to MariaDB, and that allows us to be 100% compatible with MySQL, but still do a lot of own work. So we are some 30 man years in front of MySQL now, and anything that they do, we can copy.
And you do that because you want to have it free.
And we also want to be compatible with MySQL, so that if somebody has MySQL and want to go to MariaDB, it just takes a couple of seconds to move.
Now we're gonna learn Russian language right now. We played Finnish polka in Russian language. So did you remember all of the words? I didn't even remember all of them. I saw you dancing. Those who wanted to see us dancing, I guess you have to see it a little bit on the internet. We're gonna post it in olgashow.org, and then later you're gonna see it on YouTube, available for everyone. Our interview would be searchable for everyone. So now, Russian words. You married to a Russian wife, Anna.
Yeah.
So do you know good words? Russian good words.
Radio friendly Russian words.
Radio friendly Russian words.
Glutka moja?
Голубка моя.
Galubka moja.
Yeah, means my pigeon, but nice one. No, it's not pigeon, my darling.
My pigeon is different. I was like, my pigeon.
But yeah, it's kind of different. Yeah, you can say my lovely pigeon too, but at the same time my darling. That's a kind of interesting words. But also Monty likes animals and animal life. He also helps with money to those.
So this word has two uses for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, Nastarovi and all the important words when you want to do business with Russians.
Okay. Na zdrowie means it's like one of the.
It's actually an interesting question, because na zdrowie is what people say when someone sneezes.
And for your health.
Yeah, when it comes for a toast, it's za zdrowie. Okay, let's start.
Okay, now computer would be computer. That's easy. MySQL would be MySQL.
And so on.
Just a little softer L, but if you say MySQL, you would understand. Database.
База данных.
База данных. Database. База данных.
Baza dandik.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
База
next
данных.
time you're gonna listen to those Russians, you know what they're talking about.
I don't want my wife to know that I know Russian.
I see.
That's make me think. Let's teach you some.
How would you say open source in Russian?
Свободное программное обеспечение. It's kind of difficult.
This is not so easy to say.
Открытая программа, можете say.
You can say just free, that's свободное, like independent.
Свободная
free.
платформа, да?
Свободная платформа.
Или свободное обеспечение,
Или
программное.
свободная база данных.
Открытая база данных.
Not exactly.
No, it's not база данных. Мы не даем базы данных.
Well, the symbol of MySQL is dolphin. Let's see how dolphin will be in Russian.
Дельфин.
Delfin.
That's like in Swedish, delfin.
Yes.
And seal.
Seal would be.
Морской котик.
So it's interesting. It's a cat, but in the sea.
It's sea cat.
Морской котик.
So that's why it's called морской котик.
Or tulane. Let's go with tulane.
Тюлень. Okay, you can say тюлень.
Tulane. Seal. Tulane.
Тюлень. So it's not морской котик. Тюлень.
Tulane.
And we have lots of animals at home, so we have, except of course children, so we also have 2 rats, 2 cats, 2 turtles, and 1 dog.
So you have rats, cats, and dogs. Is that like
Yes.
it's kind of
They are supposed to eat each other.
that sounds
but-
like Tom and Jerry to me. Does the cat ever chase the rat around with the hammer?
No,
No, not.
What about
no, not when I'm home.
Ah, I see.
what about dog after cats?
No problem at all. It's a poodle, and the cats are almost as big, so it
Oh,
works
okay.
very well.
So then that's perception that cats and dogs and rats cannot live together, not necessarily correct.
Not at all.
So they live in peace. Maybe the rats are so big as cats, so they kind of.
That would be
Really.
no. That would be oversized for a rat.
We do keep the rats in cage, but they're really, really friendly rats.
Okay.
Oh.
So cat это будет кот.
Good.
Кот. Cat, кот.
Cat good.
And with well, when it comes to IT and it comes to database, sometimes it's very easy. For example, transaction will be transakция.
Transakция.
Record will be
Р-
запись.
Record запись.
Yes.
But I think he's like, no, we need to come up with a new platform or some sort. You're probably thinking, I'm gonna faster come up with a platform. I see that on his face. I'm like, I'm gonna create a new platform. Maybe it would be Olga DB, never say never. Because she asked me to teach Russian live on air, and now he gonna be creating something more, and I'm gonna be learning something. I have this feeling.
If the next database would be Olga DB, then my wife would kill me. She,
That is the first you have to make Anna DB.
yeah, she always
Honor.
said that. Why do you only name things after the children? How about me?
Yeah, she is absolutely right. Do you know the words «моя дорогая»?
No, should I?
Yes, well, maybe it has other meanings, means she is expensive. So we can say «моя любимая».
You are not totally wrong.
Okay, so we learn. So I want to stay politically correct here. So I would say «моя» means my, «любимая», lovely.
She's lovely too.
Okay, you have to practice that with me, and very good. So when you come, you sounds like it's coming from your heart. Well, you don't have to do it from your heart right now, but with no any accent, because we do appreciate that you're trying. Моя,
Maya,
just like моя голубка, right?
Maya,
Любимая means darling,
Or
lovely. Is it easy for you to say? Люби
Lubi,
моя.
Lubi Maya.
When you say люби,
Mhm.
меня actually means love you. So I can teach you this. Люби меня means love you. So люби моя means she is your моя любимая. Just
Yeah.
like моя голубка, my lovely.
Yeah,
Unless
that's the way to survive the new words in Russian. Let's go with some green terms. For example, the lake.
озеро.
Озеро.
Osara.
That's very good.
The river.
River, река.
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 Reka.
But I think we can actually learn about cloud, because in computer industry now cloud, and we can say облако.
Oblaka.
Oblak.
Yeah, облако. Облачное обеспечение, говорят, да?
And cloud technologies will be облачные технологии, so it's literally cloud.
Technology, технология. Very
Yeah.
easy, but облако, облачная технология.
Облачная технология.
Yeah, and open source community is very keen on using animals as symbols. So penguin, how do you say penguin in Russian?
Penguin.
Penguin, easy one.
Yeah. So now, with food, did you have the chance to try Russian food, like пирожки,
Of course, I've been
борщ?
to Russia about 20 times. I have lots of friends in Russia, and I'm the one who makes food at home. So I do almost anything in the kitchen. And sometimes we do Russian food. We do drink a lot of Russian vodka.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I do blinis and things like that.
Blini, it means pancakes.
Yeah, pancakes.
Mm.
How about pelmeni?
My wife doesn't like pelmeni, so then I don't do it that much. But we do a lot of things with smetana.
Smetana is
Smetana
good.
means sour cream. So you do speak Russian. You just
You speak the Russian for eating and drinking.
he just do it on purpose, because when I speak with my Russian colleagues here, he like, I know what you guys say.
Yeah.
So I have to be careful here now. Okay,
secret
from now on,
conversation.
secret. Okay, secret. No talking, no nothing bad talking here. All right. Smetana, sour cream, молоко, milk,
Yeah,
drink milk, chai
chai, of course.
means tea.
Tea.
Do you drink
Cha-
coffee?
Chai also means tea. I think chai means tea in most languages, I think, right? I've heard. In
Yeah.
India also chai is always what we say for tea.
But it's latte. You have spicy chai. We don't do spicy chai in Russia, at least when I grew up. Do you have spicy tea in Finland?
I mean, Earl Grey is kind of spiced tea. I like Earl Grey, and coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I do love Irish coffee. So
Okay. Do you have any hobbies? Because hobby means hobby in Russian. Hobby, hobby.
I mean, playing with computers, actually programming. I still spend about 50% of my time programming because I like it, and I have proved that I have some kind of talent in that area. So I do that. I make food. I travel. I spend time with my friends
All right.
and family, of course.
Friends, друзья in Russian. Друг.
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 Means
Мой
friend.
друг
Мой
means
друг.
my friend.
Мой
Okay.
друг.
Do you know моя жена? What does it mean? My wife. Моя жена.
Okay.
And if you learn similar to it, моя жизнь means my life. So, kind of similar, more or less. Okay? But again, I don't know if your daughter, Maria, speaks Russian.
She speaks Russian, Swedish, English, a little bit of German,
That's very
Finnish.
good.
Okay, that's a lot of languages.
Yes, we know only few, far less than that. And yeah, we stick to Russian and English right now. Maybe some computer programming, I can do that. And maybe not even tonight, that's okay.
So you don't want me to teach a little bit of Finnish?
Yes, please.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
I'm gonna
Teach us
try.
some
Well,
Finnish.
that would be fair. Okay, please, let's do it. I have friends to help here. All right,
Of course, wife is vaimo.
Vaima.
Bye.
Yeah. And if you are living together but not very married, it's avovaimo, which means open wife.
Avo, my avo.
Av Vaima.
Avovaimo.
Avo.
So how would be open source then in Finnish? Av platform
Yes,
or source?
avoin lähdekodi.
Wow, that's getting
Lähdekodi.
good.
Avoin latikoi.
Avoin lähdekodi.
Latikoi.
Lähdekodi.
Latikoi.
The nice thing with Finnish is, I mean, otherwise it's said to be one of the most hard to learn languages in the world. But it has one advantage, is that you can learn to read and pronounce it within a couple of hours, and everything is pronounced exactly as written.
Yeah, that's very useful.
Oh yeah.
All right, I just learned something again, probably because of I'm working with geeks and talking to geeks and become geekier myself. Mom, what do you think? My mom is also here, so I don't know. She can probably testify to it one of these days.
Puhuiso.
yeah, Polish means the other half.
But
So that can be usually it's said about the man, but it can be both sides.
What about eukko?
Eukko, that means usually my kind of my old wife, not in a necessary. It can be said in a funny way, but not necessary. It can also be said in a slightly evil way.
Looks like he opened the wrong website somewhere. This is like I don't know which website he is using.
no, that is not the Finnish word you need to use.
No, you shouldn't use that. But it's not a bad word either.
It's not a bad word,
No.
but it'll get you in trouble with your wife.
How do you say dolphin in Finland? In Finnish?
No, too many languages in goes.
Delfini, right?
Delphine, yes, Delphine.
That's very interesting. Well, I know you spent a lot of time with us. Thank you for coming all the way. Do you know when next time you're trying to come to America?
After a little more than 2 weeks, I'm going to Linux Fest Northwest. So I will be here talking about MariaDB again.
In Linux Open Source Conference?
Yes.
Some sort? Where
Yeah.
it's happening? Somewhere in America?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's nice to know. Perhaps all those developers who are listening to us would like to meet you there and learn about Linux. I know a lot of people using Linux as well. And I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Всего хорошего means
Best
Oh.
wishes.
best wishes. Всего хорошего.
Kiitos paljon.
Yeah, we are here stuck. That's multi-language.
That's. We wish you well. That is English.
We wish you well. We wish you the best. And when you will be back here in San Jose, I would like to be updated.
Yeah. Happy to do that.
And I don't know when next time I'm flying to Finland. I never have been there. But with all those airplanes problems and so forth, I probably rather stay in California right
Swim
now.
to Finland.
Swim?
Yes, swimming to Finland. Good exercise. Someone won a world record for swimming to Cuba. Imagine what would happen if you swam all the way to Finland.
Yeah, I wonder how long it took. Who's gonna run my programs on Saturday nights?
On the other side, my grandmother, she was living in St. Petersburg and she went over the ice to Finland to fly away, or not fly away, but to escape a priest who wanted to marry her by force.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Now
So
that is
you
one.
do have some Russian roots. Русские корни.
Yeah.
So, all right.
How do
Well,
you say goodbye in
Finnish.
Actually, I'm a Swedish-speaking Finn, so I would just say it in Swedish. Tack så mycket för idag.
Oh,
Tack så mycket för det.
Which basically is thanks so much for today.
Good.
All
Awesome.
right. Well, we're gonna play another music for our listeners here. That's actually Americans trying to sing Блажен муж. And that's a cappella which I was talking about. Actually, Mission Peak Chamber singers gonna sing in the Russian language, but they all Americans.
И напоминаем, что в нашей передаче был Майкл Ведениус, он же Монти, Катерин Майскиуэлл и Мария Дебе.
Okay, thank you, Monty. Спасибо. You know that word,
Yeah,
right?
спасибо.
Спасибо. До свидания means до свидания means see you again. And thank you for coming. Okay. And this is Olga Show from You to You every Saturday night. And we support technology, culture, and people. And we are live on air. You're always welcome to find me on olgashow.org because I would be able to connect you, or you can connect with Monty, who is our guest today, directly just through his blog. Monty says, right?
Yeah.
Or please contact me too, olgashow.org, and then I gonna say to him. I actually write to him. All right, thank you, Olga Show.